Yeah, it's a guy having a good time. You know, you watch a lot of these thespians. They're like, I'm seriously about the craft, and like, you're boring. Jesus, have a beer, chill out. You know, chill with your friends. Do you ever have a good time?
Bunch of John Lithgow type motherfuckers.
Truth Serum.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Truth Serum podcast. We got Ryan and Corey.
Corey and Ryan.
And today we are back. It is summertime. See how I said it a little bit different?
Ooh.
You see how I didn't sound exactly like the song when you listen to it?
Yeah,
I sounded different.
Good, because we might be like sued if we, it sounded exactly like it.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that. So
I don't know.
But you know what song I'm talking about, right?
No.
It's okay. Let me tell. All right, let me give you a hint.
Summertime. That one.
Yeah, you know what song I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
not Summer Girls, because there's no time.
No.
Girls.
That's a different song. Did you know that dude from LFO died of cancer?
Did he? I did not know that. That sucks.
Like at a young age too. Isn't that fucked up?
Is that why you don't hear from him, or like they've always been like a one-hit wonder?
I'm pretty sure that's the only song that they had.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. That like I
My wife told me this. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
And I don't, but the original song that I was just talking about was by another person who he was on a very popular TV show, and he also was in a movie where he fought aliens. He was also he was in a couple.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, Tommy Lee Jones doesn't make music.
You don't know that.
Is he like? Hold on, wait. I'm gonna ask you a name of a person, and you tell me if he's like this person.
All right.
Is he like Duke Silver?
He may be, man. Secretly.
He secretly makes music.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
he. What's up?
No. He what?
No. I had nothing to say about him. I was just gonna do a bit where it's like, I don't think he like. You ever heard that like the story about him and Jim Carrey? Tommy Lee Jones. He hated him, like directly hated Jim Carrey, like when he did Batman Forever.
Really?
Yeah, like he thinks he's just a fucking over the top goof, and like he went to Jim Carrey went to like a dinner. He was telling in an interview where Tommy Lee Jones happened to be there. He's like, he approached him. He's like, maybe I'll say hello, and like he did. And he says like hello, and then he's like, Tommy Lee Jones like, listen, I don't like you. I don't.
Oh, he told him straight up.
Straight up. That was cold shit.
That's cold, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking cold. And you know what's funny? Like, everybody loves Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody loves Jim Carrey. You don't hear people talk about Tommy Lee Jones that much, but I'm a fan of Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones and me share a birthday, and my wife, and also Tom Hardy. All the Toms.
Damn, it's a big Tom-filled birthday.
Yeah, we share a birthday.
Yeah.
And so now if you listen to the show and you go, whoa, what are Tommy Lee Jones and Tom Hardy's birthdays, then you'll know what my birthday is.
Hell yeah. But dude, you're back at work now, right?
Well,
kind of.
Once Phase 2 started happening, Phase 2, ladies and gentlemen, there was actually a barbershop in the Bronx called Phase 1 back in the day. And I remember when they opened up, it was a very competitive barbershop situation because when you're in the Bronx, there's a fucking barbershop on every block.
Does Ice Cube work there?
Unfortunately, he does not. O'Shea Jackson, unfortunately, he does not. I love Ice Cube. Yeah, he's got a good goatee. I always am envious of somebody who could grow a sharp goatee like that.
Right? Like he's just he's a fun guy to watch as an actor. Like I loved Friday, and like beyond that, he's just a guy that's like he's just him. You don't want to fuck with him too.
Yeah, but he's a very smart man.
Oh, that too.
Super. He's dope. Like if I met Ice Cube, I'd be starstruck. I'd be like, holy shit. But yeah, there was a barbershop called Phase 1. But so now we're in Phase 2, and yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily at work yet. Like, I'm not at a training facility, but we just got the green light to be able to train clients outside in the parks through the company, and so that's cool. So I had a guy yesterday, but I'm still training clients virtually and things like that. I mean, truth be told, it's like without, as a person like me who likes to, I enjoy working and I enjoy being busy. I've been really just kind of doing my best to always have at least something to do every day.
Yeah.
You know?
And I respect that etiquette of yours, like where you're hustling, even though you're bound. A lot of us are bound to our homes, but you found ways around it to be like, all right, I'm not just going to sit here on my ass. I'm going to go out there and get these clients and, like, you know, reach out and get it so I get some bread on my fucking table, you know?
Yeah, it's called being proactive.
Proactive, everybody. That's the lesson today. I'm going to write down the board. P-R-O active.
Proactive solution. I had proactive solution when I was in high school. And yeah, that shit, you know, it works. You're a teenager and you're probably going to have acne. Or you're one of those teenagers that never has acne, which is really fucking annoying. When you have acne and you see people like, what the fuck? How come my skin is going, like, my skin looks like my skin feels like the grip tape on a skateboard. And this person's got baby smooth skin.
Yeah.
Like, why does God hate me so much, right? And then
it's because you're going through a thing called puberty. Put that down on the board, too, with proactive.
But it's hard, so I used proactive. And it worked, right? It worked.
You sound like that fucking commercial. It's like
I used proactive. Hi, I'm Julianne Huff. Who's the person who does proactive? Hi, I'm Kelly Clarkson. No, so
yeah, she's one of them.
She's one of them too, right? God, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly
Jesus
Clarkson.
Christ.
Set of pipes on her, right?
Yeah, man. I find her kind of annoying, but I used proactive. It worked, and then the second I ran out of proactive, because my mom was like, "Yo, this shit is expensive," and all my fucking acne just came right back.
Do you feel like, you know? Do you feel addicted to it? Because, like, I want a clean face. I need this proactive. I feel like my brother used to do proactive. He used to buy boxes full of this shit.
Yeah, you get boxes because you need to. That's how they set it up, so they make money that way.
Yeah.
You need it. Once you have it, you need it.
But I feel like you just have to wash your face. Like, you know, I get there's some probably... I think you probably should see a dermatologist or something. If you had the money.
Some shit works for some people. It's like anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you and I did the same diet and it worked better for you. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's different.
Yeah, it's true that.
But if you go in a proactive kind of situation, like if you have it and then you run out, you don't get physically addicted to proactive, but you do like to not have acne anymore.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna spend this fucking money because I like the way that's like with anything.
Yeah.
That's like with any kind of, like, if you move into a big house and then they go, and you love all your fucking amenities and shit, and then they go, sorry, man, you got to go back to this little ass apartment. And then you're like, fuck, but I want to stay in this big house.
So when you had it, like did you feel different? Like, let's say, like, when you at that point, we had, like, were you very self-conscious when you had acne when you were a kid? Like, you know, you're like, oh, the girls won't like me, or like, fucking, I'm a monster, I'm a human being, like the fucking Elephant Man.
I mean, I'm gonna bear in mind that this was a very long time ago, but
yeah, we're taking back to adolescence, everybody.
I think that when I was always kind of very similar. I mean, I'm a firm believer in the fact that, like, in terms of your personality, decisions you make and stuff become more mature as you get older, and you make smarter choices.
Yeah.
And you make more, like, thoughtful decisions as you get older. But in terms of your personality is not much different from when you're fucking 2 years old.
Yeah.
You look at a 2-year-old and you see the way they act, And then you'll see that person 20 years later, and you'll be like, you used to do that shit when you were 2 years old. It happens all the time. Your personality just comes into play, like, fast.
Yeah.
So, at the time when I had acne, I was self-conscious about it, but I was still the same person. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm going to hide in my house about it. Like, I was just like, fuck, like, I just got this whack-ass acne. Like, this is just where I'm at right now,
Dude, I never, like, took face wash. The reason I asked because, like, I would just pop my shit because, like, I'm fucking gross.
I just pop it all over the mirror.
Yeah. Oof. It's fucking great. Speaking of, like, when you're saying, like, about, the way you act when you're younger, like, Richard Jenkins, like, had this interview where he's, like, talking about when he was, when someone asked him, like, he's an older, successful actor, like, do you do you feel old? He's like, no. Like, it's like, I feel old, but I still think like I'm still fucking 23, It's such a weird feeling that we don't, like, we see this idea of us being in our 20s and 30s that we're supposed to act a certain way, or, like, this is an old person. Yeah, so I don't feel any different since I was, like, 18. Like, I am a more knowledgeable, less dependent person on, like, on my parents in a different like in that way, but I still think a similar way. Like, I still feel like immature. But I mean, immature. Like, I feel like now I'm like, now that I'm my age, I'm acting like, all right, I know better, but I don't. Like, we have to put up a mask in a way to be like, all right, we are mature.
I don't think it's necessarily about putting on a mask of being mature or acting a certain way when you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, for that matter. I think it's you just adjust according to what your situation is. You're not going to be again, your personality is your personality. You just get more information and you're in different positions, whether it be financial positions, whether it be like maybe you have kids, maybe you're married, maybe you have a certain kind of job that takes up all your time. You just have to show up for those things. Yeah. That's not going to necessarily dictate what your personality is like. So I don't really feel like it's about behaving a certain, like, playing a character because you're a certain age. I think you're always going to be whoever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're like, we're just ever evolving people. We're different, like, from time to time, I think I find it fascinating. Like,
no, it's cool.
Aging, I like it. I like it.
I mean, I look at my dad and he fucking, he's got this same silly behavior that I'm sure he had with his friends when he was a teenager. He gets around me, he's trying to have a push-up contest and shit.
I love that shit.
I'm having a drink. Like, I don't fucking need to prove to you that I could do more push-ups than you. Which I can. I just want to say that on the record.
Prove it. I want to see it. I bet you can't.
I definitely can. He doesn't even do full push-ups. I hope he hears this shit.
Not like, now as a personal trainer, it's like, like, oh yeah, I know a proper push-up.
No, people think that shit. He's like,
how much you bench, dude?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I never quite understood when people ask that question like that. Like, well, how much do you bench, bro? It's like,
what does that information do for you? But I got it when I was like on the football team and shit when I was in high school. Like, people would want to know those kind of numbers because it would also determine like what you could do in terms of like being explosive and like pushing somebody coming, like exploding off the defensive line or the offensive line or whatever. Yeah. But like now it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. So you get a bunch of people asking you stupid questions and they don't even know what to do with that information when you give it to them.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, cool. And you're shut down. It's like, oh, you lift more than me, whatever.
Like, yeah. Nobody cares about that.
Like we're talking about that, like, like I was watching the NFL draft with the Mustos, and I would see these stats like right next to them, like when they get a guy, it's like, all right, they actually say how much they bench. I'm like, does that really matter? Like,
no, I mean, I think it does matter in the NFL. It does matter.
But I think there's a thing about the skill, like, set of somebody. Like, if you have the determination or like the proper form to how to take off somebody, like,
I mean, if you got two guys with the same level of skill, and the same position that use the same techniques, but one of them has a higher bench than the other one, chances are the guy with the higher bench is going to outperform the other guy.
Gotcha.
In that scenario, though, not like going to buy a gallon of milk at the store. It doesn't fucking matter, you know. My mom could do that shit, and she's horribly out of shape.
When you were sorry, I'm taking it back to you were. Were you nervous traveling into the city? Like when you're getting back into it, like where you're like, all right, I took the train, like now I'm getting back to, or do you feel like, all right, this is normal? Like I'm okay with this now. Like I'm getting back to my normal routine by working in the city and training this guy.
When it was kind of like I had my back. I was actually just saying this shit to my wife yesterday. I was just like, yo, I'm on my way into the city. I got my backpack on. I got everything I need in here. I got my work clothes on and shit, which is workout clothes. And I'm headed in, but I have a mask on. And I didn't even know, like, you don't know what's appropriate, right? Like, you got a bottle of water. It's like, do I lift up my mask so I could drink water and shit? I'm on the train. There's people, everybody else is wearing a mask. People are kind of like trying to avoid being too close to each other, which is good. But then there's people that don't have masks on.
Yeah.
Also, there was a woman right in front of me who had a mask on, but she was coughing the whole fucking time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You start kind of getting a little paranoid of people. The ride was quick, though. The trains seemed to be running normal. Like, the train smelled clean, like they had just cleaned it, which is nice.
They finally cleaned that shit.
They're like, all right, yeah, so listen, we haven't actually been cleaning before, so here we go.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, it was nice to, get in. Once I got into the city and got into the park and shit, it was like, this is nice. Like, it's, I feel, it feels good to walk around the city, but also it is a little bit different. It's not what it was before the shit happened.
Before the before time?
It's not BC.
Oh, yeah. Like, I miss that feeling, though. Like, it's like, you don't feel like, all right, well, do you feel like the job's a job now? Or you just feel like, oh, well, now I'm just doing the same thing I've been doing, in a way.
What do you mean?
Like how some people, like, return to work. Like, sorry, that's not what I want to ask. Do you feel like, do you want to work? Like,
I do. Hell yeah, I do.
It's like the thing, like, where, that feeling, like, when you're a kid, when you're about to go on vacation? Like after you get out of vacation, you have to go back to school, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to go back to school. But now you're getting back into it. You're okay with it, right? You're just like, fuck yeah, I want to get back into it.
I'm okay with it. I think the hardest transition of getting back to work for me is going to be, like, dealing with the fact that I've been able to spend so much time at home, like, with my wife, and now I have to be apart from her a little bit more often because of work, because of life, and I have to do it. And that kind of sucks because I'm going to, I got spoiled. We got to spend, like, every day, every minute of every day with each other.
That's great.
But that's it, really. I mean, apart from that, if I could, like, have the best of both worlds, I would just, like, be able to just kind of still be able to take, like, just have, like, a really good balance between those things.
Yeah.
Not, like, so extreme, like, go from doing nothing to, like, being swamped with work and then being tired and all that shit that comes with it.
Yeah. Like I'm an overthinker when I think about that stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to enjoy this. Like, I like my job too. Like, I want to come back. I can't wait to get back in that ring of craziness, slinging drinks, sing some old buds, being able to hang with you again. I want to do all that shit.
What's it looking like in terms of you getting back to work? I know there's a lot of bars, like, that are open in the city too.
My bar is gonna take time. Like it doesn't have like a real outdoor seating place, and we did talk about possibly doing to-go drinks, but that's not the type of place for that, and it's too small. And like the way things are moving, I hope we get to phase 3 where we could actually jump back into work. I like how New York is now progressively getting better and safer. Like that, it looks better than most. That my job could come back and be safe around mid-July, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope so, man. That'd be great.
That'd be great, man. And I want to do things differently. Like, I've been thinking about that. Like, I feel like this time was really good for reflecting for a lot of people. And have you, like, is there anything, like, during this time, like, besides, I know you were you get to hang with your wife all day and, like, get to kind of enjoy those little things. But, like, is there things, like, you reflect upon, like, all right, I could do this better?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a constant thing for me. Like, I always want to figure out the best way to do things or ways to expand upon what I'm doing. Like, for me, this amount of time has just kind of taught me, like, I can utilize, like, time that I have to become more self-sufficient in a lot of ways in terms of, like, professionally.
Yeah.
And that I don't necessarily need to be in a certain box. Like, I'm multifaceted, and I need to use those talents that I've been given, that I've been blessed with.
Hell yeah. Your big old dong, your rad boner. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man.
Dude, have you seen... Sorry, take off the top. This has been bothering me. But have you seen the trailer for the Snyder Cut?
No, I haven't.
So, let me describe it for you. So, this is what I think the fucking movie is. The Snyder Cut is just an additional scene. I feel like it's just like a director's cut. It's like there's nothing in addition that they're adding except for one scene. I feel like you're watching a movie with just one scene, or like they keep on... The only thing they show in the teaser trailer is Darkseid. And he's only in that movie in real life, in that whole thing, for a minute.
Wow.
And, like, they want to sell this fucking movie. Maybe I'm being a mouth breather like everyone else, judging it. The movie wasn't great in the first place. This movie's not going to be good at all, in my opinion.
You don't think so?
I didn't care for the Justice League movie.
That movie sucked.
It sucked.
That movie was fucking garbage.
Yeah, and, like, fucking...
Batman vs. Superman was awful.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that movie. Justice League was a joke.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for... I didn't care for a lot of the shit. I mean, I could fucking go on and on.
Yeah, I just don't care. And
I'm just not a huge fan of Superman, though, like, either. Like, I don't care for him very much.
He's...
Not Henry Cavill. I don't mind him.
Oh, he's fantastic as Superman.
He's great. I just don't like Superman.
He's a boring character. He's a very boring character. Like, I like how, like, Tarantino described him. Like, there's multiple levels to him, which is kind of cool. He's kind of dealing with identity. He made him sound cool. So we're like, all right, he's still an alien from outer space, and but he has these powers, but he's raised American or like a human being. But he struggles with the idea of, like, also he's Superman, and he's also Clark Kent, which is his alter ego. That's fucking 3 things he's dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, him and everybody else who doesn't have powers.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't know.
That makes him interesting, but, like, it's hard to tell that story, like, live action and be like... And also, like... He's not that great of a superhero. Like, he's a Boy Scout, much like, Captain America.
Yeah, except Captain America is way more vulnerable than Superman.
Yeah, and I find that more relatable if they feel something. You don't. It just sucks. Like, his only weakness is kryptonite and magic. Like, you have to find something overpowering, but he just overpowers.
Is magic a weakness of his?
Yeah, magic's a weakness, bro.
He can't fuck with magic.
He can't fuck with magic.
That means that a magician can stop him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking crazy. Like David Blaine could be. Is that what that means?
Yeah, David Blaine, David Copperfield. Like even the Magic the Gathering cards, you know, just throw down a card, probably take him out.
Like if a dude pulled a rabbit out of his hat, Superman would start having a seizure.
Exactly. No, like it has to be like whatever real magic, you know, like I don't know, like witch magic or like I don't know,
Like the witch from The Conjuring could beat Superman in a fight.
Yeah, probably. It's so weird. It's like a video game of buffs and debuffs, and like, all right, we have to create something for this character. Like I don't like invulnerable people.
Yeah, you can't relate to them. That's why.
Yeah,
it's like a fucking robot.
Yeah, it's like watching Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious movies. Like if I don't like I like actors that like Harrison Ford. He shows that he could take a punch, and he sells it. Like like you know, you watch him, like he shakes his feet, falls down on the ground, he feels it. Whereas you know, I hate when you watch actors when they get punched, you're like nothing, unfazed. I'm like, that's not acting. Everyone feels it. Fuck you.
It depends who's hitting them, right?
Yeah, that's true. Proving that you're weak. That's my rant on that shit. But like,
you ever see those videos of people getting punched in the face and they don't even move? Like they just take it on the chin, like for real.
That's kind of badass right there.
That shit is insane. That can't be good though. Your brain is just rattling around in your fucking head. Like, yeah, it's cool now. It's not going to be cool in like 20 years when you can't even fucking write your own name.
Yeah. Oof. You ever thought about getting into fights? Like, I mean, not fights, but like, you know, becoming like a boxer, like trying to like, all right, maybe I'll try this like one match in a ring.
Yeah, I have thought about that actually.
Yeah.
Now at this point in my life, I would not do that. But
of course,
when I was younger, I definitely thought about doing that. 100%. I feel like every dude at some point thinks he can do it, especially if you enjoy boxing. We used to watch boxing all the time.
Oh, I love boxing.
You know?
Yeah.
Every dude thinks about that shit.
Yeah. It's manly. I like that. I like watching fights. I used to hold like parts of my house. We would rent like, you know, the pay-per-view for like watching Pacquiao fights. It's my boy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Would you fight him now?
No. I would, if I were like a skilled fighter, and I would definitely like to give it a try, but I'm not.
Are you gonna fight? Are you gonna get a fucking fight going when when things open up again?
What do you mean? You think I'll get in the ring? You mean like
you're gonna get in the ring and go for the Golden Gloves?
I'm going for you, champ. Be
you're gonna go for the champ. You're gonna go for the champ.
I want it.
I think you could do it.
I'm like 34 years old. No,
you gotta get.
It's like that like Rocky story. Like I don't want like you said. I'm at this point where I don't want to get punched too much anymore. I don't think about like dream fights. I don't pick fights. I want to live. You know, and live a good life.
Yeah, your recovery your recovery is not as good as it used to be either.
Yeah,
you know, like
I'm not fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, you can't just hop right back up and do it again.
And you see that, like it's like you're saying, the damage of the future. It's like, you know, some people are not able to walk or think straight or write because, like, you know, they fucked up their brain so much being hit.
Bro, there was a fight years ago. I forgot who it was, but I forgot who he fought. But it was Timothy Bradley, the boxer.
Oh, I remember him.
Yo, for like a week after this fight, I forgot who he fought. Damn, yo, it might have been like Canelo Alvarez or some shit. I don't know. But a week after the fight, he could not speak proper English for like a whole week.
Yikes!
Because of the fucking amount of blows to the head that he took. Like, his wife had to take care of him and shit. That shit is hard for your family.
Yeah. Like,
no matter how much money you start making, like, it never gets easier for your family to watch you get your fucking head bashed in.
Yeah. I can understand that, like, when you watch those, like, movies or, like, people, like, you know, or, you know, empathize and understand with, like, people that get, like, shot from, like, the war, but, like, they come back, you know, a little fucked up. You know, like
yeah,
you're risking your life. You know.
absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm single. I'll get in the ring. Fuck it. I have nothing to lose until like that moment's like I meet somebody and it becomes like I don't want you to get in that fight. You're gonna die. No. What do you have yet to prove? I had to prove myself. This is for me.
Unless they
Then I get punched in the ring and I die.
see, like Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Damn. Unless they meet you boxing, and they have to accept it. Well, you wear long shorts or short shorts?
I wear short shorts, man. That's more breathable. Like I feel like if you wear the super long shorts, you can't move. Like
You can't move in long shorts, man. I'm happy that I've decided to not give a fuck. I wear short shorts all the time, especially if I'm working out.
yeah, you know. Fuck you, and you're like, all right, well, I don't want to look like gay. Fuck you. Leave your fucking, be comfortable with your sexuality. It doesn't matter. Just wear fucking shorts.
Also, nobody's looking at you.
Yeah,
nobody's looking at you. Are you paying attention to other people when you're working out?
Yeah, look at fucking Lemmy Kilmister. He wore cut off fucking jeans with pockets hanging out of it. He didn't give a fuck. He's just like, I enjoy this. It feels comfortable. I'm gonna play this fucking Galaga machine and rock out Ace of Spades. You know, that's who he was. I respect that.
Lemmy Kilmister was the man. I mean, as a rocker though, you get a different kind of pass. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on where your neighborhood. Some people it might be a little bit tougher for certain people to get away with that without people fucking with them, which is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But nobody's looking at anybody. Nobody's looking at you. If you're at the gym and you're serious, you're not paying attention to other people, and other people are not paying attention to you. They're doing what they got to do, and they're getting the fuck out. Unless they're old. Old people go to the gym to socialize with each other. Because nobody talks to them at home.
It's so lonely.
Nobody listens to them anymore.
That's so sad.
It is sad. It's a real bummer, but it's a fact.
But it's
because I said so. That's
But it's nice bonding. I can see that. Like, it's kind of decent. Like, sometimes when I'm at the gym, I'm just kind of doing my thing and be like, "Oh fuck, don't go to that machine." But like seeing like an old guy like talking, it's like, "Hey, give it a little fist pound," like showing that respect like to your elders. Like, that's cool.
Yeah. When you see the gym bros, you'll like give them a little fist bump. You give them a head nod, but don't come over here and try to talk to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, don't do that.
I try not to. Like, there's a buddy that lives by that interrupts my shit. But anyways, what were you saying? Sorry.
I was gonna say, don't make me take my headphones out.
Yeah.
You know when you're like in the middle of a workout and somebody's like trying to fuck it, you got to take your headphones out and shit. It's like, yo, are you fucking for real right now?
I don't want to have a conversation.
You could start just straight up ignoring people. Like, I see that you're trying to talk to me, but I'm just gonna pretend like you're not there.
Yeah. It kind of throws your focus off when like someone's talking to you while you're like, all right, you're in the middle, like about to pull up that 6, and you're like, are you fucking serious right now? I'm trying to push this bar up my head.
I used to have a bad habit of like saying dumb funny shit like while somebody was in the middle of a set, which is not. I didn't do it on purpose, but it would really throw you off.
Yeah. Like. But like, did some people complain when you're like, or they would just break and be like, oh, that's hilarious, and like they'll throw them off their the repetitions.
Yeah, sorry. Like, yeah, of course. Like, I used to work out with my friend Julian. Every morning we would get up, go to the gym together, and it was back in like the bodybuilding days. I was just in there fucking, just like a crazy person.
You're huge.
Putting up crazy numbers, and now I'm a little bitch compared to back then. But but yo, he'd be on the bench putting up some numbers, and I would sit there and say some dumb shit, and he would be like, "Yo, you need to shut the fuck up."
Oh,
and I just can't help myself. I can't. It's very hard. I got good at it. I got more disciplined. But
it's good to have hard. A sense of humor, though. Like,
yeah, it's early as shit. It was early as fuck. I'm talking like we used to wake up like 4:30, 5 a.m. to go get it in.
You get it in, huh?
get it the fuck in. It was dope, man. I mean,
Sorry, go on.
That amount of discipline, I think, carries over into other aspects of your life.
Yeah. Does it make a difference if you wake up early? Like,
It depends on the. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
you know, like how is it more of a discipline thing? Like you hear about these bodybuilders, they think they are people trying to get fit. They would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go running, and then lift later. Like, there's something about getting up super early and training compared to is like, all right, I'm going to train in the afternoon.
No, the only reason that I used to get up so early is because my schedule. I was just super busy all day long, and I would rather make sure that I got it out of the way in the morning. Because by the end of the day, I just was like, I was too fucking tired from work and stuff to do anything. So I would make sure I did it in the morning.
Yeah. It's a bit draining. It's nice to get out of the way and it's to get that motivation to get out. Fuck, I wake up at 7:30 in the morning a lot, and
Why do you wake up so early?
Well, I used to date someone that used to have a day job, and so that fucked up my sleep schedule.
Oh damn!
So I'm not used to being the bartender. I don't think I want to. I miss the mornings. It's kind of nice waking up early.
Yeah, you get the whole day.
Yeah, and more people are up and awake. Even though I love my buds that are night dwellers, and I'm still like that. But I'm old now. I don't want to do this anymore.
Nah, it's good to get up early.
Yeah, I still hang out. If we ever hang out again, I'd love to fuck around till 4 in the morning or whatever, or 2. But once in a while, I don't feel it anymore. I say that now. Once I get back to work, I'm like, fuck everything. I will live forever. I'm taking some shots. Who's up for it?
I'm back. True.
Oh, I can't wait.
Very true.
I can't wait to get back.
It's going to be good, man. You're going to be great. You're going to be better than ever.
Yeah, baby. Bobla 3.0.
2.0 is done. 3.0 is back. 3.0 is here.
How high can you go on the point .0s?
You can go in whatever .0 you want. Tosh .0.
Tosh. That's that show still going?
I hope so. I like Daniel Tosh.
Yeah.
He's never done anything to me.
Yeah.
He's never done anything that I saw that I didn't approve of.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Tosh .0 is one of those things that I would catch occasionally.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. The videos he shows and commentates on, some of them are ridiculous, but it's funny.
Yeah, for sure.
What people are fucking thinking when they do that shit? Jumping off a fucking roof into a trash can, but fucking 30 feet up, which is stupid. Smashing their face in the ground. It's what?
That's boredom. That's when you live in a small town and you don't have shit to do except drugs, become an alcoholic, or fucking get your teenage girlfriend pregnant. That's it. So you go, you know what? I'm not going to do any of those things. Let me get really good at a sport.
Yeah.
Let me get really good at a craft. Let me jump off a building into a dumpster.
You ever seen that show, Floor is Lava?
Yes, I have. I love that show.
Oh my god, I love that show. I want us to be on that show. I want to do
totally
that show.
You got to wear short shorts for that.
Man, I love those. I feel like a back seat driver when I watch that.
Like
show.
A Backstreet Boy.
I feel like AJ when I watch these people. Whoever, I don't know who the Backstreet Boys are.
No, I know what you mean because you're sitting there, you're like, no, jump over there.
Yeah. And I try to catch myself I don't know how to fuck. I'm not on that thing. That's fucking slippery as fuck.
Yeah. You got to wear the right shoes. Yeah. You got to wear CrossFit shoes.
But there's this. You watch some of these guys man. I was so happy that the Bros didn't make it.
Oh, the Bros.
Yeah.
The triplets.
The triplets, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought they were gonna make it because they seemed like they were fit and shit. But that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got to be smart.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. I'm judgmental always. Like, I found them annoying.
Yeah, they were kind of annoying. They were like they were too much.
Yeah, like, it's too bro-y. Those type of people, like, that would just, like, treat people like shit and just, like, bench, like, just be crazy in the gym. And that's it. That's her life.
I don't know. I mean, I liked how they were hyping each other up.
Yeah.
I just, they seemed like nice guys. I wasn't really like, I thought they were going to make it, but I was just like, whatever. I didn't care about it. I like the teachers.
Oh, yeah, the teachers are good.
The teachers were good.
Yeah, like that. We should get, like, Yumi and Frank on there.
That'd be cool.
How crazy that'd be.
You get, like, Yumi and Chris.
Oh, you mean Chris? Oh, like the dream team from, like, the zombie challenge? For, like, Tate's birthday?
Yeah.
Dude, we were, like, dominating.
Killed it.
Three guys versus 5 others and just running
Still
around.
killed.
I was sweaty as fuck.
Laser Tag Champions, 2008. That wasn't 2008.
Should make that a show, laser tag. No.
We should. All right, boys and girls. Well, we're going to say goodbye to you guys right now, but stay tuned for the next time where we talk about where do your parents go while you're asleep at night. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for checking out. Thanks for sticking with us through this quarantine. And we're giving you something to listen to, something to do, something to think about, And if you live in a small town, you still have time to become a superstar.
Hell yeah. Also, you can catch us on Truth Serum with Truth_Serum on Instagram if you want to see our some updates. We also have a Twitter page at Truth Serum podcast.
No, it's just the Truth Serum.
Oh, just the Truth Serum. We're also working on some other projects. Check out also. I have our Shakespeare company have started a web series called Quarantine Horror Story. You could catch that on Instagram Live or Facebook, I believe.
It's amazing, and they're up for an Emmy.
Yeah. The Webby? I wish.
They're for the Webbies? The Webbies.
Yeah. That's what I have to plug. Yeah, you got anything, Corey?
You could also check out Corey has a podcast.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a podcast where I'm just talking to myself for about 20 minutes and talking to you, delivering a message, delivering the truth, just like we do here on The Serum.
It's a fantastic show. Check it out. All right, Nital. I shouldn't say what we said yesterday. Just take us home.
Yeah, no.
I always wanted that. You ever wanted that feeling?
To start a slow clap. I've started slow claps before in school because that was like a thing to do back then.